I'm here today to talk about customs fraud under the False Claims Act. The False Claims Act addresses when the federal government is defrauded out of money. Each year, hundreds of millions of dollars go to whistleblowers who navigate the False Claims Act successfully through a qui tam law firm. However, there's a carve-out in the False Claims Act for tax liability. That can go in other directions, the IRS, anti-money laundering, but we're not talking about those right now. What we are talking about is customs fraud, because customs fraud is addressed through the False Claims Act. And there's been a lot of that's been going on lately. Anything that's dutiable and there's an attempt to evade that duty, that's in bad faith attempt, may be addressable through the False Claims Act in a customs fraud lawsuit. We can go over your rights in that regards as a qui tam law firm. Some of the common schemes that we see is failure to factor in certain basis costs in the dutiable goods. Another major scam that's been in the news lately is falsifying the origin of the production of the goods. For example, there's an extra tariff put in against China right now, roughly 25%. So what companies have been doing to evade the tariff is drop shipping it to another country and concealing the actual country of origin to evade the higher tariff. Now, they may try to mask the conduct by alleging it's a substantive change, but in fact, if all they're doing is a cosmetic or superficial change, they wouldn't qualify for any exemption or wouldn't qualify about changing the country of origin. And that's just one of many different types of schemes. You probably know it if you see it. If you're in the department dealing with it, you probably have a sense that something's not right. If you have questions about customs fraud and how it may implicate you and the company and what are your upsides and downsides to reporting, please give us a call. In the recent case I was talking about against the falsification of the origin of the goods that actually came from China, it resulted in criminal convictions as well as civil penalties. So there are criminal consequences to conduct. The longer it goes on and the longer that people participate, the longer their potential culpability and exposure is. If you know of customs fraud, call the Whistleblower law firm of Brown LLC at 877-561-0000. We're only paid if we win your case, and the call is free and confidential.